Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Amia. In this episode, we're gonna look at Amazon Machine Image and EBS Volumes. An EC2 instance is a virtual server with virtual CPUs, memory and storage in the cloud. When you launch an instance, you need to provide some configuration. You need to choose an Amazon Machine Image or AMI. Choose an instance type with different compute resources like vCPUs and memory. You need to add storage, such as the root volume for your image to boot the instances and additional volume to store data. AMI stands for Amazon Machine Image. AMI provides information required to launch an instance. This information can be the operating system of a virtual server, Linux or Windows, software configuration, or any specific applications that are going to be deployed on the VM. You can launch multiple EC2 instances from the same AMI. All instances created from the same AMI have the same configuration. Sometimes you may want to use AMI to keep the consistency. Amazon has published a number of AMIs for AWS customers. These are public AMIs and free to use. You can buy AMIs in the AWS marketplace. Many developers and third-party software vendors publish AMIs with special software and sell them in the AWS marketplace. You can also launch instances from AMIs directly shared by other AWS accounts. You may also launch instances from your private AMIs created in your AWS account. You may want to create your own custom AMIs in order to quickly and easily start new instances that have everything you need. For example, you have an AMI containing information about a web server and web application. After you launch instances with this AMI, the application is up and running. Custom AMI is an important ingredient in Amazon EC2 auto-scaling. Some companies also create golden AMIs for fast restoration and disaster recovery situations. AMIs are either backed by Amazon EBS or Instance Store. Amazon EBS and Instance Store are two storage types for EC2. We will talk about EC2 Storage in a minute. When you launch an instance, the root device volume contains the image used to boot the instance. An AMI is backed by EBS means the root device for an instance launched from the AMI is an Amazon EBS volume created from an Amazon EBS snapshot. An AMI is backed by Instance Store means the root device for an instance launched from the AMI is an Instance Store volume created from a template stored in Amazon S3. AWS recommends you to use AMIs backed by Amazon EBS because they launch faster and use persistent storage. AMI supports one of two types of virtualization, hardware virtual machine and paravirtual. The main differences between HVM and PV AMIs are the way in which they boot, and whether they can take advantage of special hardware extensions for better performance. HVM AMIs are presented with a fully virtualized set of hardware, and boot by executing the master boot record of the root block device of your image. HVM guests can take advantage of hardware extensions, such as enhanced networking and GPU processing, that provide fast access to the underlying hardware on the host system. All instance types including previous and current generation support HVM AMIs. All current generation instance types only support HVM. PV AMIs boot with a special bootloader which starts the boot cycle, and then chain loads the kernel specified on your image. Paravirtual guests can run on host hardware that does not have explicit support for virtualization. However, they can't take advantage of special hardware extensions such as enhanced networking or GPU processing. There are very few previous generation instance types support paravirtual. All current generation instance types don't support paravirtual. For the best performance, AWS recommends you to use current generation instance types and HVM AMIs when you launch instances. Amazon EC2 provides you with flexible, cost-effective, and easy-to-use data storage options for your instances. We have Amazon EBS, Amazon EC2 Instance Store, Amazon EFS File System and Amazon S3. Each option has a unique combination of performance and durability. These storage options can be used independently or in combination. When you launch an instance from AMI, a root storage device is created. The root storage device contains all the information necessary to boot the instance. You can attach additional storage volumes to store data either at the time you create the instance or for the running instance. Amazon EBS stands for Elastic Block Store. It allows you to create volumes and attach them to EC2 instances. EBS volumes behave like raw, unformatted block devices and can be used as both root storage and additional storage. EBS volumes persist even after you stop or terminate the EC2 instance. It is recommended for quickly accessible and long-term persistence. Amazon EC2 Instance Store is ephemeral storage which provides temporary block-level storage for EC2 instances. Instance Store is like a storage disk physically attached to the host. It can be used as both root storage and additional EC2 storage. Because it is temporary, data is lost when the instance is stopped or terminated. Either EBS or Instance Store is required when you create an instance. Amazon Elastic File System provides scalable network file storage for use with Amazon EC2. You can create an EFS file system and configure instances to mount the file system. You can use an EFS file system as a common data source for workloads and applications running on multiple instances. Amazon Simple Storage Service provides access to reliable, inexpensive, web-scale object storage. You cannot use S3 as a file system and directly attach it to EC2. However, S3 is very important to EC2. For example, you can store backup data of EC2 instances on S3. EC2 uses S3 to store EBS snapshots and instance store-backed AMIs. Amazon EBS is the most common storage service used as primary storage for EC2. We will focus more on EBS for now. You can create EBS volumes and attach them to EC2 instances. EBS volumes are well suited for use as the primary storage for file systems, databases, or any applications that require granular access to block-level storage. You can attach multiple volumes to one instance. You can also attach one volume to multiple instances. Only provisioned IOPS SSD volume type can be attached to multi-instances. Volumes are created in a specific availability zone. You can only attach a volume to an instance in the same availability zone. With EBS, you only pay for what you consume. You are charged at per gigabyte rate for the total storage you provision every month. Amazon EBS offers a free tier for the first 12 months. You get 30 GB EBS of general purpose or HDD and 1 GB snapshot space. There are a few EBS volume types. Provisioned IOPS SSD or IO1 volume is the highest performance SSD storage. Each provisioned IOPS SSD volume can provide 64,000 maximum IOPS and 1,000 megabytes per second maximum throughput. It's ideal for mission-critical, low-latency, transactional workloads, IO-intensive NoSQL, and relational databases, such as Cassandra, MongoDB, MySQL, Oracle databases. General-purpose SSD or GP2 volume is the solid-state disk storage which balances price and performance. Each general-purpose SSD volume can provide 16,000 maximum IOPS and 250 megabytes per second maximum throughput. It's ideal for a wide range of low-latency transactional workloads, such as boot volume, small and medium databases, development, and testing environments. Throughput optimized HDD or ST1 volume is the low-cost HDD storage. Each throughput optimized HDD volume can provide 500 maximum IOPS and 500 megabytes per second maximum throughput. It's designed for frequently accessed, throughput-intensive workloads, such as log processing, ETL, big data, MapReduce, Kafka, data warehouses. Throughput-optimized HDD cannot be used as a boot volume. Cold HDD or SC1 volume is the lowest cost HDD storage. Each cold HDD volume can provide 250 maximum IOPS and 250 megabytes per second maximum throughput. It's designed for less frequently accessed workload with large cold datasets. Cold HDD cannot be used as a boot volume. There is also a legacy EBS type called magnetic standard volume. This is the previous generation volume type. AWS recommends using current generation volume types for the best performance. EBS volumes provide a few benefits that are not provided by instance store volumes. When you create an EBS volume, it is automatically replicated within its availability zone to prevent data loss due to the failure of any single hardware component. EBS volume can persist independently from the life of an instance. You will pay for the data persistence. You can modify the persistence behavior after an instance is terminated for both root volume and additional volumes. You can create encrypted EBS volumes with encryption mechanisms. All EBS volume types support encryption. You can create snapshots from an EBS volume as volume backup, and these backups are stored in S3 across multiple availability zones, managed by AWS. These snapshots are incremental. For example, when you first create a snapshot of a volume with 100 GB of data, later you changed 5 GB data and create another snapshot. Only 5 GB changed data is added as snapshot data into S3. You can also create EBS volume from a snapshot. This EBS volume will be exactly the same as the original EBS volume. Snapshots of the encrypted volume are automatically encrypted. Volume restored from an encrypted snapshot is automatically encrypted. You can flexibly modify volume type, volume size, IOPS capacity without service interruptions. In this episode, we've learned Amazon Machine Image and EBS Volumes. You can launch EC2 instances with Amazon Machine Image. An AMI provides you consistent information and configuration necessary to launch an instance. You can customize your EC2 instance, then create an AMI from the EC2 instance as a standardized image. Public AMIs are created by AWS, available for all AWS customers. Paid AMIs in the AWS Marketplace are created by third-party developers of software vendors. Shared AMIs are created and shared by other AWS account. Private AMIs are created in your AWS account. An AMI can be either backed by EBS and Instance Store. If you launch an instance from AMI backed by EBS, you will create an instance with EBS volume. EBS is recommended. These are two virtualization types: HVM AMIs and paravirtual AMIs. HVM AMIs are recommended as they leverage hardware extension to fast access the underlying hardware on host. There are different EC2 storage options for different purposes. EBS is the primary EC2 storage option for quickly accessible and long-term persistence. Instance Store is temporary EC2 block storage. EFS is the network file system that can be used to share workloads between EC2 instances. S3 is reliable web-scale object storage. EC2 uses S3 to store EBS snapshots and Instance Store-backed AMIs. Root storage is for your image to boot the instance. Additional storage is for storing data. You can create multiple EBS volumes and attach them to an instance. You can also attach one EBS volume to multiple instances. There are different EBS types. General purpose SSD is for a wide range of workloads such as boot volume, small-medium databases. Provisioned IOPS SSD is for mission-critical low latency and high throughput workloads. Throughput-optimized HDD is for frequently accessed, throughput-intensive workloads. Cold HDD suits less frequently accessed large datasets for cost saving. Magnetic standard is the last generation type. EBS volumes provide a few benefits, which are data availability, persistence, encryption, snapshots, and flexibility. Okay, that's all for Amazon Machine Image and EC2 Storage. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. If you liked the video, please help us and hit the like button. If you want to watch more tutorials, please subscribe to the Cloudemy TV channel. Make sure to turn on the notification and stay tuned. At Cloudemy, we're passionate about cloud and AI technology. Please share your feedback and thoughts in the comments below. Feel free to let us know what topics you'd like to watch. Happy watching and happy learning.